that's it for the main stuff. This is a Disney panel, and Star Wars and Marvel are not the only things Disney has in their coffers.
This is very true. So we are very excited to announce our next Hasbro Pulse Haslab campaign live on stage right now. For that's right. It's going to be for a second.
Yeah, buddy. Steve, you stoked.
We don't want to spoil anything too much by saying things, so what if we'll just roll launch video. All right, video rolling now. Where do I have to click again? We'll find out together. Strong baby. There we go.
In 1982, the Grid was born, alive with light, energy, and danger. Now it returns from the digital frontier. Enter the arena and let the games begin. This system includes an original light-up grid display, 3.75-inch posable action figures, and 2 light cycles. These are no ordinary programs. Flynn, Tron, Yori, Sark, Program, we made it this far, but the grid needs your user power. Are you ready to play? End of line.
All right. So there you have it. So the secret is out. We are doing Tron, and we're doing Tron in 3 3/4 here. So we've learned so much from doing all the vintage collection figures at that scale and hyper-articulated, hyper-detailed 3 3/4 inch stuff that's never been done for Tron before. So it's been a great journey to do this with Jesse and the team to really figure out how to do these guys right, to bring a lot of newness to this. So there's some new articulation, there's double jointed knees and stuff, so we can really get these guys in great poses. You'll see that we brought models, so they'll be down in the booth later. Great effects for the figures. All the deco of the line work on these things is insane. It's been a journey trying to figure out exactly how to do that and to do that right, to really nail the costumes on these guys. And Emily, you can just kind of scroll through these things. We've got stills of all the figures, but you can see some of the posability of this stuff here. Flynn, great look at him. The light cycles were an especially fun part to do here. We wanted to do light cycles that weren't just coffins for the figures. The figures could get in and be posed into. So we looked at the movie, and when these things are rezzing up, like you see them like grab the bar, go down, and then motorcycle-ish form kind of shows up in the res up version. So we took that as inspiration to make the underbite, and then are able to bring the shells in on top of it, so that you really have the figure posed out just like they are in the movie. Some great new articulation from the team that dug in and worked on a track system for the neck, so that normally a 3 3/4 inch figure, you can't get the head back far enough to look up or forward if the bike when they're leaning like that. So the team now has a track as part of the articulation in the neck, so that they can really get back that far.
And thank you for paying attention to that detail. A detail that is very important to have figures that are flying around or swinging from webs.
Yes. You just said that.
We learned from everything.
Yeah, honestly, like this was an incredible thing. I have to shout out two people quickly, Steve Evans and Jason Sass, who really put an incredible amount of effort into this. But truly, the Hasbro team, we have, for this line, you guys, with the legacy you have with Kenner, and the history that you have making 3/4 inch action figures, the technology and the wisdom that you put into making those types of product. We've used every ounce of that here, and this is a really, really special line. I think the faces came out incredibly well. All the details of the costume are awesome. So thank you guys so much. It's really exciting for you guys to see this in person.
Well, in 3 3/4 inch, as we know, it's a scale that lets you really world build. So it let us do the light cycles here and the cool trail effects and that sort of thing. And sometimes that's not as doable in a larger scale. But 3 3/4 lets us play in that and get a base and a lot of figures for a nice price for everybody. Seeing all those cool effects here. Emily and the team on this. Emily has been leading vintage collection design for a while, so we used all of Emily's expertise on all that, and the engineering teams that work on all that. We brought that in on Tron and really harnessed all that knowledge and power to over-deliver on these guys. So I think they turned out amazing. You're seeing the program here, and we've got the yellow bike, we've got the blue bike, so you get a nice pairing there. You saw it in the video, the light trails are removable. There are windows on these things, so you can really see that. You can pose them with them without the figures, obviously, with the light up base. But there's a summary slide coming. I think it's the next one. So this kind of shows you the base, the still image of all that, with the figures all posed out there. Some of the great effects for the discs, the one that Tron has is really cool, where the effect plugs into his back and then supports the disc up above him, so you can kind of do that pose like on the poster. And Yori, the first time Yori's been done, I think, in a figure. And she's got a removable helmet too. The rest of these, we never see the helmet come off, but Yori's helmet, we see her with and without that helmet, so her helmet's removable. Some fun stuff. And here, 3 3/4, so much of the 3 3/4 world is about cards and card backs. So we wanted to do something special here, and you and Steve worked really close on trying to figure out how to do justice to these cards and costumes, and
A lot of hands involved in this because, this was a line that, it's not like it was a giant room full of assets sitting around in like some warehouse at Disney. We had to find a way to make this work, and I think that the Hasbro team and the franchise team that works on the Disney side for Tron did a great job of pulling this off. I think these came out great. It really leans into that glowing effect.
The suits and all that detail. It's a great look at it. Where it really just highlights that. You see the subtleties of the color and stuff and the intensity of those on there. And we're still tweaking on things a little bit, but this is an important part of 3 3/4. There's your quick summary. The campaign is up right now. It will run until November 24th at 11:59 p.m., just like most of our other Haslabs. If you're a Tron fan but haven't been participating in the Haslab world, Haslab for us, it's essentially a crowdfunded sort of thing, like Kickstarter and some of those other ones. So you go in, you pledge, and then at the end of the campaign on the 24th, well, it'll probably happen on the 25th at midnight or a little bit later. At that point, then your card's charged, and then a year or so later the product will ship to you. So if you're not familiar with Haslab, that's kind of the format of how that works. And that all happens if we get to 10,000 backers. 10,000 people need to commit to this to have it happen. And you see up there the price, $259.99, but that's with all the base, all the figures, the card backs, the 2 light cycles, the effects. So, really cool.
And in case anybody is on Hasbro.com or where this campaign is, I believe will start at noon.
3 3/4.
So it'll be sticking around.
I'll be surprised if it
Yeah, so 15 more minutes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But I want to have fun too.
You should have some fun.
Yeah, I don't know why, you guys do this, you can play your 3 1/4 space, that's fine, I'm not saying I won't ever go back to 3 1/4, but I like 6 inch. Do you guys like 6 inch as well?
Yes.
And so this movie came out a bit after 15 years ago. So we are going to not show you any pictures today here, but we will have some models downstairs in a few minutes. So we are going to be celebrating legacy in the Aries weekend launch of some really, really awesome 1/12 6-inch figures. We have a good sampling of cast and characters. We have Sam in a light cycle, which is pretty awesome at that scale. I don't think they've ever done light cycles at that scale before. That movie is nothing like what we're doing today.
Certainly, no. There was a line 15 years ago. It was pretty interesting technology, but it wasn't for this audience. It wasn't for the Black Series, the Legends consumer. What doesn't fit in that range? You know, if you've got a collection and you love Tron Legacy or you love Tron, like this fits and works with all of that ecosystem.
Yeah, and we don't have pictures here because we've been working so rapidly to get the models ready for this weekend. And you'll see Sam in his light cycle, you'll see Kevin Flynn, you'll see Rinsler, you'll see Clue, and we are still working on Cora. So Cora will be part of the assortment. She's not ready yet for this weekend. So no Cora today, but rest assured she will be included in the assortment.
Yeah, we're excited to show you guys.
Yeah, and those will all be down in the booth as soon as we get down there and have a chance to set them up, so. Meet us down there, hang out.
Again, guys, the bathrooms up here are pristine. So.
Take your time,
And then,
this is the battery pack to power the base for the other one when we get down there.
Yep, that'd be great. All right, so before we do our Q&A session, there's something that we do on the G.I. Joe panels, where at the end of the panel, we do a quick video pan of everybody in the audience being excited about things. So if you can humor me, if you don't mind, we'll start off with everybody on the stage, so at least have neutral faces on, please. There we go. All right. Ready, everybody?